Okay, so I'm going to film a video on how I make my pot roast. Uh, I got this, you know what? I got this recipe off of YouTube. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share it and then show how I do my own. Okay, so I have a crock pot here. I like, the only ingredients I use is the meat, the carrots, and then the potatoes. And I always use as much organic items that I can get. Okay, so the first step that I do, I'm kind of in a hurry because I have to bring my husband lunch today, so that's why I'm stuttering so bad, because I'm like, my brain is on poop mode right now. Okay, so I like using beef broth, and I'm gonna pour that in, and then I always use two, so I have enough liquid to saturate the carrots and the potatoes. And the potatoes I like are the I'm gonna cut it up in front of you guys and show how I do it too. I like the red potatoes. Like, my kids love this food. This whole, they love pot roast, so that's why I'm making it. And they have dance class today, so I never have time to get the kids a nice meal without feeding them fast food on the days they dance. And they dance twice a week, and then Olivia has Girl Scouts too, so okay, I'm gonna do this with one hand and film with the other. I go ahead and put the beef broth in, and I use both of them, like I said, so it's nice and like the carrots and stuff cooks very well like that. Okay, so that's one, and then I'm gonna pour the other one in. And then I like too that the beef has a lot of time to cook while I'll be gone. So the carrots and the potatoes aren't really soft. Like, too soft. Oh shoot. Just making a mess a little bit. Ah! Excuse the background mess. Like, you can see behind those chairs, Sophia's boots, or Olivia's boots are there, and then Sophia's art project is on the chair, so there we go. So I'm gonna turn this off and put the meat in, and then I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I forgot to show one step. I like to season all my meat with just, like, the only thing I use is garlic salt. I used to use seasoning salt with it, but I just didn't want to use too much sodium, putting too much sodium on a kid's food. So here we go. So I'm gonna try to film this with one hand. Okay, I just go ahead and I season both sides with the garlic salt, and then I'm gonna turn this over. I'm gonna rub it in a little. And then I'm gonna turn this over. Poop. And wow, this is such a big fat piece of meat. And then I got a sale. They had a buy one, get one free. So I have another big honking piece of meat that I'll probably make next week on Monday. There we go. And I'm gonna put both big fat pieces of meat in there because I'm going to put some of this in my husband's lunch for tomorrow. Oh, I didn't even show that, so I just put it in there. And I'm going to season the other one. And then I'm gonna have to rush out and go get my husband some food, because I didn't give him anything for lunch today. Alrighty. So there's that. Rub it on. And if you like your meat seasoned like prior, like hours prior, you can just go ahead and do that too. So there we go. There's my garlic salt, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I might have put too much beef broth in. Uh-oh. I might have too much beef broth. I'm gonna have to pour some of this out. Okay, so I'm just gonna say right now, I would just use 1.5 if you have a smaller crock pot like I do. I need to upgrade to a bigger one Okay, let me pour some of this out. Okay, so there we go. I did have too much liquid in there, so make sure you have enough room to put the ingredients. And I'll probably pour more out when I put the potatoes and the other stuff in. And I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible, because when I'm on YouTube and I want a quick recipe, I only click on the videos that are like 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I can't sit there on YouTube all day watching like 20 and 30-minute videos. Like, no, I don't have that much time on my hands to watch videos that long. Alrighty then, so I am going to go ahead and turn this on high, and I'm gonna put my lid on, and I'm gonna let this sit for, we're probably gone for an hour to an hour and a half. And then I'm gonna add my carrots, and then I'll cut up the potatoes and show you guys how I cut up my potatoes. Alrighty then. Okay, so it's been about 2.5 hours. I had to run to Target and then Panera Bread to pick up some salads or whatever. Okay, so that's not important. Okay, so I said it was like 2.5 hours the meat was like cooking. So I washed some of the potatoes, and I'm just gonna show how I cut them up. I just cut them on a plate because I don't have a cutter thing, whatever. So the kids like the potatoes nice and chunky, so I cut them up in big chunks. You can see that. Yeah, I just cut them up in big chunks and just drop them in. And I like to put the potatoes before the carrots, so the carrots are on top and they're not being submerged into water or into the beef broth, so your carrots don't get too too smushy. Like, you don't want really smushy carrots. And my kids eat this. I mean, they eat the carrot. Well, I don't know if they eat the carrots. They say they like carrots, but I don't know. They love this. I have the pickiest kids. They are so picky, and they will eat pot roast. So good luck with your kids. If they just to try it out to see if they like it. And I think Olivia puts ketchup on her beef. So go ahead and cut these up. And like I said, I like them like really hearty, big, cut in big chunks, like for my husband. Like, he loves it like this. And he absolutely loves the carrots. Like, I think we eat most of the carrots, and we have to bribe them to eat like a couple. So, and then you can throw anything you want into your crock pot, whatever ingredients you like. I know some people put beans, green beans, and green beans and onions. My kids do not like onions. My husband hates onions, so I will not be putting onions in this. I'm the only one here that eats pretty much every vegetable and every fruit. Everybody else is picky. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in the crock pot. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put the potatoes in right on top of the beef. And then I'm gonna take a whole bag of carrots, baby carrots, and I'm gonna put them on top. And since I put all that meat in there, I'm not gonna have that much space to put 2 bags of carrots in. So as the day goes on, it's gonna start melting down all together. I'll probably put another bag of carrots in on top when I'm done eventually, so I can eat most of the carrots. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can totally see. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the lid on top. Smash it down. And that is how I make my pot roast. And like I said, my kids are so picky and they'll eat it. If you have any questions, just leave them below and I'll answer them for you. All right, thanks for watching.